What's up, YouTube? This is Brad coming at you from the land of Moo with my New York Giants schedule prediction. I know we're 3 games in, or 4 games in, but I feel like people are sleeping on this team. I really do. I feel like we're a lot better than people give us credit for. Yeah, I may be biased. I may be a Giants fan, but let's get into it. I feel like we got some really winnable games that people aren't giving us credit for. Starting off with Sunday's game, we got Giants versus the Vikings. And honestly, early in the season, even after our win, I didn't think that we were going to win this game. I thought this is one of those games that we were just going to lose. But the Vikings are a mess after last week. Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs has been he's been MIA. He hasn't shown up at practice. He's clearly not with the team in spirit or in heart. And Kirk Cousins, I've always said he's been a choke artist ever since he's been on the Redskins. I've always been on the Kirk Cousins is not as good as people think he is. People are starting to realize that, I guess. He just never shows up in big games or in big moments. Fourth quarter, he's an awful quarterback. You can never rely on him to win the game for you. But with the way our defense has been playing last week and with the way our offense has been playing since Daniel Jones took over, I feel like we can definitely win this game, especially with Golden Tate coming back. I feel like he's going to have a big game. Him, Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, I feel like we've got the offense that can potentially beat if we can put up enough points to where we're in the lead in the fourth quarter, I feel like Kirk Cousins is going to give us the game. I feel like he's just going to choke it away and we're going to get a win off of that. Next week, however, we got the New England Patriots. Now, I hate the Patriots. I'll be honest, I absolutely hate the Patriots. I have a coworker who absolutely loves the Patriots, and we're actually going to be betting on the game. But I'm not sure if, with the way their defense is playing, I'm not sure if we can actually pull it off. However, if Tom Brady plays like he did against the Bills, I feel like we can actually win this game as well. I don't think we're going to. I feel like their defense is probably going to be too good. But the next 2 weeks, especially that Thursday night game, is going to be a big. It's going to speak volumes about how good our team really is, how good this team really is. If we could beat the Patriots, we could beat anybody. If we could even put up a fight against the Patriots, then I believe we can be a playoff team. Week after that, I think we're definitely even if we win or lose, I definitely think we're going to be able to beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they haven't looked bad, but they definitely haven't been good. Their offensive line is absolutely awful. Their quarterback's running for his life. Poor guy was picked number 1 and just thrown into the fire, getting sacked after sack after sack. He tries to take care of the ball and he tries to do what he can, but he just can't do nothing when you don't have an offensive line. But I feel like we could definitely chalk up a win for the Cardinals game. Now, Detroit's a tricky one. Detroit really depends on if you think that the Lions are as good as they have looked, or if the Lions are playing on the level that they can play consistently, or if they've just been playing at a level that they can't maintain. I honestly think that this is just a toss-up. I think we'll win the game, but I think we also could very well lose the game. It really depends on which one of our defenses shows up. We'll have Saquon Barkley back, and I think I'd have to look up how good they are against the run, because I really haven't done any research on that. But I think that's definitely a toss-up. Then we got the Monday night game versus the Cowboys at home. And I think it depends. If we'll have to see how the Cowboys play the next couple weeks. But if they play like they did against the Saints, I definitely think Daniel Jones can pull some plays out. Or if our defense plays at a level that they played at last week, I definitely think we can win against the Cowboys and split the division with them. And with their end of the season, they have a rough schedule at the end of the season. I definitely think that we could potentially push. If we could beat either the Lions or the Patriots, I definitely think we can make a push to make a playoff run. I know a lot of people don't think we're a playoff team. They think that we can only win 8 games, but I think we can win 9 or 10 games, honestly. And with the way the division is right now, with the Redskins being in the toilet and the Eagles being questionable and the Cowboys only playing one winning record team and losing in convincing fashion, I think 8 or 9 wins is all it's going to take, especially looking at the back end of the Cowboys' schedule, because they could very well go 8-8 with the way their schedule is. They face a lot of good teams back to back to back to back. The Jets, I think the Jets is a gimme game. I think we're going to trounce the Jets. I don't think it's even going to be close. I think Saquon's going to go off. I think Daniel Jones is going to go off. It's going to be a bad day to be a Jets fan. The Bears, however, the Bears game is interesting because the Bears game, we saw with the Tampa Bay game that the Giants, Daniel Jones is very, very good under pressure. It doesn't faze him. Yes, they have Khalil Mack, and that's always a problem, but I think Shaq Barrett has been playing better this year than Khalil Mack has, honestly. And I think if Daniel Jones, if the line can hold up just enough to where he can throw the ball, I definitely think that the Giants can pull off the win. But that's another toss-up. It also depends on is Mitch Trubisky, is he out for long periods of time? Is he going to be out for that game, or will he be back? I also don't think the Bears are very good against the run, so we'll have to see how they stack up against Saquon Barkley, because that's one thing that the Buccaneers did very well is they stopped Saquon Barkley for when he was in the game. Packers game, Aaron Rodgers has a interesting history with the Giants, but we're at home, so I'm hopeful we can still pull the win off, but I'm going to give that one to the Packers. I think the Packers have a really good offense this year. They have a good defense. I think that'll definitely, I hope we win. I think it's a winnable game, but I definitely think that's a game we could definitely lose. Giants and Eagles. This one, I hate the Eagles. I really do. I really hate the Eagles, but somehow, some way, they always find a way to beat us, and it's not even like there's no point to even trying to say that we can win this game because somehow in the fourth quarter we're going to find a way to screw it up. Maybe Daniel Jones will change that, but until I see that, I'm not going to even ever give us a win against the Eagles as much as I want to. Like last season, there was a game we were winning up until I think either the second half or the fourth quarter. And as soon as we entered the quarter, I turned the game off and I knew exactly what was going to happen. I just had that feeling. Something was going to happen and the Eagles are going to win the game. And lo and behold, that exact thing happened. Dolphins, Giants, I mean, what can you say about the Dolphins? They're just the trash bowl of the NFL this season. I think Daniel Jones is going to have an absolute career day against the Dolphins. I think Saquon Barkley is going to go off against the Dolphins. I think it's going to be we're going to put up Patrick Mahomes level numbers against the Dolphins this year, and that's one win you could definitely chalk up for us. Giants, Redskins. I mean, you saw what happened when we faced them earlier this season, and we'll see what happens injury wise and what the Redskins look like because they're having an identity crisis right now, so don't really know what they're going to look like. But obviously we beat them earlier in the season, and Daniel Jones is only going to get better. So I definitely think we can beat the Redskins. Eagles, once again, I'm not ever going to pick the Giants over the Eagles just until we see a change in this team's history with not blowing games against the Eagles. I'm just going to give them the win every time. I hate to say it because I really hate the Eagles, but yeah, it hurts me to say. But all right, so wrapping this up, we got a win against the Vikings. That'll put us at 3-2. Let's give it to the Patriots. That'll be 3-3. Cardinals. That'll be 4-2. The Lions. Let's be realistic. Let's be a little negative here. Let's say that the Lions beat us and we go 4-4. And so we face the Cowboys. I think we'll beat the Cowboys since we'll be at home. So that's 5-4. The Jets would be 6-4. I definitely think we can beat the Bears. That'd be 7-4. We lose to the Packers. We lose to the Eagles. So that'd be 7-6. Then we got the Dolphins and the Redskins. That would be 9 wins. And the Eagles would give us our 7th loss. So I definitely think it's very, very possible that we win. I honestly think we're going to win 9 games this season. I think 9 games and maybe make the playoffs depending on how the Eagles and Cowboys do. But if we can steal a win from the Lions or the Patriots or even the Eagles or even the Packers for that matter. Like if we could steal a win here or there, I think we can win 10 games. I really do. I'm that confident in our offense and the way our defense played last week if they can keep it up. But anyway, that's been Brad from Land of Moo. Comment down below what you think our record's going to be by the end of the season, and I'll catch y'all later.